today's episode of Legacy, Love, and Light. Today I wanted to talk to you very briefly about vision. I've written at length about it because that is my favorite method of delivery. I listened to a gentleman yesterday talk about vision, and I realized that, speaking and orating and being incredibly passionate verbally is not my strong suit. I love to write. I think I write pretty well, but it certainly brings me a great deal of enjoyment, and words flow fairly easily in a written form for me. Not so much when I'm speaking. So, as much as I really, really appreciate people who can raise their voice and get very quiet and they take you on a ride with them, and you can even shut your eyes and see and feel where you're going because of how much passion they put into their voice, I am not that person. I'm an introvert. I'm pretty analytical. I speak slowly. I am not the, cheerleader life of a party. And again, no disrespect to those who are. I really, really admire them. I'm just learning to accept some of my boundaries, that not that I can't change and learn to do differently, but that I choose to be me. And me is, a pretty quiet, pretty even-keeled person. But I wear a necklace that says, in a gentle way, you can change the world. And I completely believe that I can change the world and do it in my own gentle, quiet fashion. So I wanted to share with you a story of where I've been, where I'm going, and why I absolutely feel that you can come too. And I hope, if you're still listening to my slower, quieter delivery, that you can perhaps relate as being the person who's, not the loudest person in the room, or the person who thinks deeply but doesn't necessarily share it with everyone, or the person who is a bit more content being alone, or being outside, or taking a walk on the beach, or a walk in the woods, or sitting by the fire, or reading a book, or playing quietly with your kids, or things of that sort, and not necessarily the stay up all night party person. And obviously there's things in between. I'm not just talking about extremes. So the interesting thing about that is we can all learn from each other. And my mentor, on the surface of things, could not be more different than I am. We're different colors, we're different sexes, we're way different ages. My mentor is a young Black man, and I admire him so much because he is a servant leader for sure. He has a very, very good heart. He is moved and motivated to make a difference in the world, as am I. He has had some business experiences that are very similar to mine. He has had some family experiences and disappointments and hardships that are very similar to mine. Do we come from really different worlds? Of course, not of course, but yes, we do come from very different worlds. Are we in very different generations? We are. But I have learned so much from him, and mostly what I feel is that he is really out to help each one of us be a more complete each one of us. And I'm the same. I really care deeply about making a difference in my home, in my community, in my business. And if I can reach you through a written word, or through these spoken short clips that I do, then that's important to me. I also feel incredibly strongly that each one of us has the ability to change the way our future is going. And if we've felt stuck, or we've felt trapped, or we've been the victim, or bad things have happened to us, that sucks, and it can be incredibly depressing, and we can focus more on what we've done wrong than what we've done right. But we can also pull ourselves back up again and make a difference and go out there. So I really want to encourage you to learn more about the different ways that, people are willing to be open to learning, about the different ways that you can support yourself, about the different ways that you can expand your scale of what's big and what's bigger, and what you deserve, and where you can go with all of this. And I hope you keep coming along on my journey. More importantly, I would love for you to join my team, because that's where the learning really happens. And the freedom comes in not just having a different financial freedom, but in having more time to do the things that are important to you, to learn, to be with the people that you care about, and to do the things for others that you really want to be able to do, and not be held back by a financial situation or a health situation at all. And sometimes all it takes to go from where we are to where we want to be is joining with a team that's going to show you how to do it. You're not going to be alone. Even if you're the introvert like me, you don't have to be alone when you're really looking for some like-minded people to run with and see the big picture with, and know that you don't have to do that by yourself either. So anyway, that's all I'm going to talk about, because I've written more, and I invite you to read along and just stay with me. And it would be absolutely wonderful if you decide to have the fun and the adventure of coming with all of us. Thanks. Bye.